Haute couture, when fashion houses get to show the world what they're made of. In Paris, couture is a biannual affair, a parade of sumptuous fabrics and eye-watering craftsmanship. Designers observe the world around them and use that inspiration to create beautiful clothes. Jean-Paul Gaultier has always loved the sea. His next winter collection is heavily inspired by the French coastal region of Brittany.
It's an homage to Brittany and to galettes. You can't call them crepes, they're galettes. So there are skirts in the shape of galettes, which are round, made out of a disc shape. For me, it's a very new sort of collection.
Jean-Paul Gaultier reworks Celtic traditions, from the pinafores to the hair.
I think that in all my collections you can see that there have been different places, different ethnicities that have influenced me enormously. Why not include one that exists within our own country? You'll see black models with traditional Breton hairstyles in this show.
Well, good.
Of course.
Haute couture and the leading ladies of the silver screen have always had a certain understanding.
If you know who you really are and you're comfortable in your own skin, that means you're fearless. So like, to me, that is sexy. When somebody owns it, doesn't matter what they're owning. You can own being evil, you can own being beautiful, you could own being nice, you could own being humble. But when you own it, like it's yours and nobody can ever break it, that to me is the sexiest thing on the planet. I just love those people. I want to eat them all.
That's why you are here at Jean-Paul Gaultier's show.
Yes, yes, he's very sexy because he doesn't give up.
Dior is once again showing at Paris's Rodin Museum. An ornate construction decorated in pointillist paintings provides the stage.
He's really meticulous because in the end, each girl looks amazing. You get the impression that he's taken the time to create something beautiful especially for you, and that makes you feel important and beautiful.
Raf Simons took inspiration from the great Flemish masters, Hieronymus Bosch and his Garden of Earthly Delights in particular.
I find a lot of contrast in that painting. You know, there was something very pure, but there was something very kind of forbidden, something dark, and I think that was very much in my interest to explore that with this collection and over time also. So I think it was also about deconstruction in a way.
Deconstructing the Christian Dior of the 50s to make it relevant today.
I thought it was wonderful, truly magnificent. That reserved way they were holding their jackets, and I love those Victorian lines. The dresses at the start, so fluid. I thought it was magnificent.
I thought it was magical, like a sort of bewitching contemporary art museum. You know, it was just a real spectacle, and the colours were so fresh, and you had this modernity to it. It wasn't too girly and too feminine. It had quite a sort of modern, quite masculine shapes with these coats, which I just thought was stunning, actually. Beautiful.
Adeline André, the most rebellious and avant-garde of the Parisian couturiers, she too looked to abstract art for her colour palette. As for the silhouettes, her layers of translucent material make for an ethereal vision.
I found a cut where the back part winds around the sleeves and it makes a spiral. And when you take it off, it makes these sort of big leaves which fall down.
At Chanel, time to place your bets. Karl Lagerfeld transformed Paris's Grand Palais into a decadent 30s-style casino. Using a new technique in 3D printing, the jackets were all cut from a single piece of cloth. A collection as opulent as it was innovative.
It was quite joyful, the fact that you could kind of move around the space. It was a little less academic than usual.
Julien Fournier too is heavily into his 3D printing. His model's hair was adorned with metallic phoenix wings. Designers sometimes complain that people don't dress up enough. For Etche Edge, the 1980s are a key source of high glamour inspiration.
Short is good because, strangely, and I haven't yet worked out why, short is a lot more modern. It's really strange. You make it 3 or even 2 centimeters longer, which is almost nothing, and it becomes something entirely different.
Alexandre Gaultier isn't so concerned with such existential musings. For him, it's all about glamour. Models wore a sparkling array of necklaces, a nod to his work for high-end jewelers Mellerio di Meller.
It's the way I see women. I want them to be sublime. I don't want to reveal too much, or if I should be talking about a sexy attitude or sensuality. It's between sexy, luxury. The materials we use are really indulgent, noble even. It's all about suggestion.
I love it. It's short. The asymmetry of it. Yes, it's Olivia Newton-John revisited. Not bad at all.
There's the official Couture Fashion Week and the unofficial one. Charlie Le Mandu, art hairdresser extraordinaire, showed his astonishing work at the world-renowned Crazy Horse Cabaret Bar. Haute couture can take many forms.